Consider the services of a professional bridal consultant, a wedding planner. Our search for a really good one takes us right here to the beautiful bridal suite at the Farmington Inn in Farmington, Connecticut. Our bridal and wedding show on Connecticut Perspective TV continues. I'm Jim Masters, and we have the pleasure of being here right now at the beautiful Farmington Inn in Farmington, Connecticut, and I'm joined by a very special guest. This is Christine Ringuette, and she owns and operates down the aisle, and she is a professional wedding planner. So those of you who maybe don't have the time or the patience to go through going to the florist, going to the formal wear shop and everywhere else, having a wedding planner is a great way to have it all wrapped up into one nice bow. Good to see you, Christine.
Thanks Jim.
So tell us, a wedding planner. What is a wedding planner for somebody watching who doesn't know what that means, and how can you help somebody that's going to be planning a wedding?
Absolutely. Wedding planners can do a lot for a couple, so I can do as little or as much as needed. I would say that the best thing for a couple is somebody who might not have a lot of time. I can help with doing the legwork, doing the research, matching you with the right vendor at your budget, at your personality, and then when the wedding day draws near, I'm able to be there to make sure everything goes smoothly.
So what are some of the reasons and the benefits of having a wedding planner? Take us through, the initial phone call. Somebody calls you and says, I'm going to be getting married and I'm confused and I don't know what to do. Help me. How do you do that?
I think one of the best things about hiring a planner is that I work for you, or the couple that's hiring me. I don't work for the venue, I don't work for the caterer, I don't work for your parents, the in-laws. I'm there to represent you.
Sometimes they think that you do.
Absolutely.
The parents and the in-laws.
Exactly. So I'm there as an expert. I'm able to help in preparing, budget planning, sometimes being a mediator. With my background in healthcare, I'm very skilled at really doing a lot with very little and developing with relationship building, so I'm able to kind of dissipate any of that tension that can arise. It's a very stressful thing to plan one's wedding.
Absolutely.
So having someone there on your side through it all really sets the tone to having a pleasant experience. It should be centered around the joy and the love that brought the couple together, not the stress and the craziness of it.
That it can bring.
Yeah.
I would imagine too that being a wedding planner, dealing with all the vendors, the vendors must find you, an advantage to working with them too, to make it easy, sort of like a buffer.
Absolutely, Jim. I think it's very beneficial for the vendors. From my experience, from what they tell me, it makes their job a lot easier. There could be a venue that has a on-site maitre d' that maybe has 2 events that they're working on, so I can be there for my couple while they're doing the other wedding. Let's say it takes a lot of pressure off of them. There's a lot of pressure, I think, for our vendors out there that are trying to give the best value that they can give in this economy, and they have to struggle with making a lot out of very little.
One other question, quick. Yeah. Speaking for the grooms out there, do you find that the grooms are getting more involved in the planning of the wedding these days? That's a new trend for the groom to be involved?
It is a new trend. They're coming to the appointments more. They're doing a lot out there on the internet, following up with me. I have a groom now, as a matter of fact, that I'm working with. I barely talk to the bride. I'm just working with him.
The groom is the one that's orchestrating the theatrical presentation.
Yeah, he's very involved. I have a lot of mothers of the bride involved, too, and the groom. So.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what would you say to a bride that's watching right now that's considering a wedding planner? How could you help them in that way and take that plunge and use your service?
I would say that the first thing would be to just sit and chat, have a get acquainted session, because although they're shopping me, I'm also shopping them as well too. The average wedding takes, I read somewhere, about 300 hours to plan, so we're going to be spending a lot of time together.
About 300 hours.
Yeah, 300 hours. A lot of time. It's a job in itself.
So you love what you do.
I love what I do.
And you said, I know off camera to me, that you do it because you really want to help the person.
Yes.
It's because you come from the healthcare background.
Absolutely.
That it's a business to you, but you really, really want to help that person because you realize this is one of the most important days of their lives.
Exactly. I think what sets me apart is my approach to how I come into this. I have that memory of what it's like to not have your dream day. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen again to anyone else out there.
That's fantastic. Well, we certainly hope that they will call you down the aisle. This is Christine Ringuette, a wonderful person, and she'll take good care of you. Thanks, Christine. We appreciate it. What a beautiful setting here at the Farmington Inn.
Oh, I love the Farmington Inn. Great bridal suite.
That's it.